Hi.
Hi.
I thought I was going first.
You go first.
Am I going first? You go first.
You said you were.
Wait, ladies first.
Thank you so much. How's everyone?
Or I can go first.
Are we noon?
I mean, we're
We're
noon.
Testing.
Noon testing.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's test for 5 minutes or so.
Mi padre
Oh.
está aquí.
Perfecto. Mm-hmm.
Mi padre está aquí. Ah, mi perra está aquí.
And you're going to say hello.
Hola, perra.
Let's say hello to Papa Jason. Say hi, Papa Jason.
Hello. I like it.
Coaching.
Portia, what are we doing? Downward dog?
Crazy dog.
Oh, it didn't work.
No.
Downward dog. Nope, didn't work.
Come on, Portia.
Didn't work.
Come and say hello. Oh, look at you. Yes, good girl. Yes. Isn't she adorable? Yes.
I think so.
To say hello. You know what we're doing, right? You guys are gonna exercise? I don't know what we're gonna do. How's everything? It looks good.
Looks good.
Good here. Good light.
Let's see. We got good light.
Checking.
Yeah, checking.
Good sound.
We got what my father was talking about, the T2000 there hanging on the wall. I'll talk about that in a bit if we
Nice.
want to.
Voila.
We got the new book. We got books, copies, physical copies of my book.
Woohoo!
Right, How Not to Play Tennis. We got the physical copies, which is good. Well, we got like 10 left.
That's right. No
5,
many.
maybe 5.
So,
But I'm putting on a
if anyone wants to buy it,
and I'm giving them away.
you're giving it away. You're so good, coach.
You don't have to buy my book. No.
Oh my goodness. You see, Peoples? He is the best.
Yeah, peoples.
Peoples.
You see? See, peoples? Yeah, giving it away for free. I've got to figure out how to do the how do we turn it into a Kindle readable.
Ooh, that's a project there.
I've got it on. I've got it. It works, but it's not perfect yet. So chapters are all messed up, and I got to figure that out.
We will figure it out.
We will figure it out.
We will figure things out.
We'll figure it out.
Awesome, that's right. You see, we are taking
Free book.
free book.
Free book.
And it's awesome because it's informative, entertaining, easy to read, but at the same time,
I don't know.
very informative.
It is written at a 7th grade level. So for some, that might not be easy to
That
read.
might be, well, good point. Yeah, that's right. You still have to pay attention and get into the tennis world.
Mm-hmm.
Into it. Yes.
And then maybe we'll talk about my next book.
That's right. It's going to be about what? Do you have any idea?
I'm not telling.
Oh, not telling me. Well,
No.
that's good. But he's not telling me either. so-
Mainly because I haven't decided which
Don't worry,
which book I'm gonna write.
Maybe I can be the co-writer. What about that?
Did Portia have babies? No, Portia did not have babies. Dana had babies.
That's right.
Can I-
You're precious.
Can I put a
precious.
picture up? Dana, we'll do a live thing
That would be awesome.
maybe this weekend because we'll do the family picnic.
Yes.
And maybe we'll do a little live thing and show Dana's babies.
Yes, they're adorable. They kept crawling on mommy, and for me, that's a new experience. I have never experienced that. So
Ooh,
it's
puppies.
precious, the puppies. Yes, they're adorable. I'm gonna take them all.
You can't take them all. I mean, you can. It depends on how much money you have because they're expensive.
Good point, they are.
Because they are purebred
Yes,
and of good genetics.
yes. And mommy Dawn, she does an awesome job at taking care of them and training them, and
Good genetics.
very, very good genetics.
Hey, there's a name we've talked about, Scott Spencer.
Oh, hello.
Remember we've
Mr.
talked
Scott.
about the Spencer dog
Oh,
in the neighborhood.
Yes. Oh my goodness, we know
It's
him.
his yeah.
Oh, how fun! Hello.
He grew up in that house.
Wow.
The Spencer dog as we walked the loop.
That's right. Oh, we enjoyed that walk for sure.
Yeah.
Looking forward to our next walk there.
I know, we got to get back there. We were going to go was it last night or the night before? It was kind of rainy.
Yes. Well, for
Maybe
the whole night,
Wednesday
that's
night we
right.
were kind of thinking about going.
That's right. We really, really enjoyed that walk. Really, it's nice, easy, but at the same time, it gives us our 3.5 miles around.
Somewhere around 3.5, yeah.
Awesome. Very challenging. Even Portia gets out of breath.
She does.
You know, me too. Yes, that's very good. What else? What time is it?
What time is it?
Yes.
I don't know. We don't have a clock in here.
That's awesome.
Huh?
Right?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, we do technically have a clock, so I could check the computer, which is 12 something, 12:05.
Awesome.
We've been killing it for 5 minutes.
That's right. We're good.
Yeah.
We're very good.
Yeah. Profits are sky high.
That's right.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Made exactly $0.
Hey, we're doing more than that.
But I said profits are up.
Oh, okay.
Profits
Yes.
don't necessarily mean money.
That is so true. Very, very
I have no idea what else it could mean, but it doesn't necessarily mean money.
It's abundance.
Abundance. I like the
all
word.
the levels. It's not just money. We have abundance in health, which we have to treasure.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we can be here and enjoy, life.
Mm-hmm.
And even though outside of the normal, but being able to enjoy whatever is happening, we're able to enjoy it in a healthy manner, and we're conscious of it, and we're making our super best to stay healthy, happy. Well,
Super best. Is that more than our best?
absolutely super best.
So if our best is 100%,
You always can improve.
you can improve from 100%?
Absolutely, there's never 100%. We're always evolving.
So it's always 100%, but
That's right.
the 100% changes.
Exactly, because if you think about it, we're at 100% today, but then tomorrow, let's say, we evolve. We grow, we get understanding of things, right? So we keep evolving as we keep reaching our goals. As we keep reaching our best, we can always keep evolving and reaching.
I like it.
I like the super best.
I like it.
That
Quick,
is a step to that.
quick notes. Some people checking in on us. My grandmother.
Hello, Grammy.
Yeah.
Hope to see you this weekend as well. FaceTime.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yes. I heard about the tree that you have in your home.
The Cuban laurel. We
Cuban
gotta.
Laurel. We had a conversation with Shaun, and that tree brings a lot of awesome memories to him. So thank you so much for giving him the opportunity to have those memories, those childhood memories. I mean, a lot to him. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
He was very awesome to share that with me.
Yeah. And guru of mine, guy I respect greatly, named Mark.
Hello,
He's
Mr.
a
Mark.
South African friend of mine I met in Peru.
Oh, Peru! Oh my goodness!
Checked
I'm
in
from
to say
Ecuador,
hi.
by the way. So right there, awesome.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's right.
So where's he now?
I don't know where they are now. I don't know. They were
Okay.
still working on their compound in Peru, in Cusco, if I remember correctly.
Oh, how wonderful!
Don't
That's
hold me
right.
to
I've
that,
never
but-
been in Cusco, and that is one of my, one thing's in the bucket list.
On the
Awesome.
bucket list,
That's
yeah.
right.
I met Mark there.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. And
Amelia's asking. So
Hello,
Amelia's
Amelia.
one of my calls on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Her older sister, who in the picture I saw, they have pictures of them picking up the trash for Earth Day.
oh yes,
It was one of the things we'll talk about. Was saying she might do. Says she does aerial skills.
She does. Oh,
Maybe
my
that's
goodness.
tumbling kind of.
Wow, one of my colleagues and as a mentor as well, 20 years ago, 17 years ago, let's say when I start coaching, he is an aerialist. He worked for Cirque du Soleil, he worked for Disney, he was Tarzan. So if you're in that area, I trained with him, so that's awesome. Oh my goodness. You have to have a lot of body awareness, a lot of muscle control, mind and body right there to be able to do things like that. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And,
So we might get you together with Charlotte. Charlotte is her name.
Nice. Awesome, Charlotte. Looking forward to meet you. And let me tell you, it has been a wonderful experience to being able to connect with people even online. That's something relatively new. I have done it here and there, but it is awesome how we have the technology to be able to do that. And looking forward, Charlotte. And keep training, keep motivating yourself, working with your body, even with keep yourself healthy. Keep yourself healthy.
That was what we've been discussing on what our week 4 topic would be. Week 4 lockdown topic in our calls.
That's right.
From week 1, 2, and 3. We just finished 3, which was Earth Day. So we've been discussing what week 4 topic
That's
would
right.
be
And we have a
health
few
related.
ideas there. And that would be awesome if you would like to give us ideas, what topics would you like to, to exchange information, because all these, we know something, you guys know something, you guys will like some information that we might have, and we exchange. There's an exchange of communication, and that is a good relationship that we are building with Coach Shaun's students and friends and family, and we all work together. We are all in this together. So let's work towards that. And we like a coach said, we have some topics there that we can discuss today. We can, exchange to see what of those you would like us to talk about next week. And as well, the kids to emphasize. Do you want me to talk a little bit about that?
Sure.
Yes? Okay. The one that I suggested, is what are the things that we are doing now during this quarantine, health-wise, wellness-wise, that has been an improvement to all you have brought into your daily routine? Besides washing our hands, besides disinfecting everything, that's the pretty much regular stuff that we, still we should have been doing. But what's that extra thing that maybe from the kids' point of view, from the parents' point of view, all ages, what is the 1, 2, 3 things that we have incorporated in our lifestyle due to these circumstances that is helping us to be healthier or improve our health, and making us feel not just, I always talk about mind, body, and soul. We need to nurture all 3 because we're all that. And yes, I can exercise, but if I have not, center mind, and if I don't work with my soul, my heart, so it's, that doesn't work in that way. Always is a balance between mind, body, and soul. So let us know, share with us what the things that you're doing, because what you're doing maybe can be helpful to another person, right? So that is all about sharing. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. I learned that from my nephew, David. He always says sharing is caring, and it is so true. So let's care for each other by sharing all the good and positive things that we are doing through these times, that hopefully, and I'm praying for it, really cheering for that we're going to keep for the future. This is just teaching us a lesson. It's teaching us a lesson in a good way. How we can improve, how much resilience we have, that during these times, right, we are still happy, content, looking at the positive side, and keeping ourselves, going within all the changes that we're going through. So that shows us how strong we are. So, right, Portia? Yes, Preciosa. I love her so much. All right, do we have any questions? Anyone is sharing something?
Nothing much.
All right, tell us what's going on.
Nothing much.
So I'm supposed to be answering questions as well, right?
If anybody asks anything.
That's right. So I invite you to ask questions, whatever those might be.
Amelia was saying they're going on their bikes today, and they're going to ride to Sims Lake Park to have their family picnic this weekend.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Where's that park?
It's Swanee Dam Road going north.
Okay.
So up into North Gwinnett High School territory.
Oh, that is awesome. Please take videos, take pictures, because what we are encouraging our, the students, the kids, the families, is to create memories. These are awesome times. Between all this stuff that's going on, I consider this to be an awesome opportunity to create those memories. Take pictures, take videos that you can go back a year later, 2 years later, 10 years later, and then you can say, remember that time that we were in the quarantine, how much fun we had. So you remember the good times, and you learn from it, and you take that as a good thing. Let's appreciate the good things that come out of situations that might not be that positive. Mm-hmm. Might not be that aligned to what we're used to, because we tend to say, okay, this is bad, this is good. Well, it's because we have put it in that way. Because it's something that we think is bad, it can be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can come. Good things can come out of it.
Mark says he loves your energy.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, so do I. And Elise says hello. I'm sure she and Brad are going to be out grilling in their backyard,
Love you guys.
planning our next foursome.
Right. Please take some pictures of you guys. You guys are adorable together. I love it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It makes me smile.
I was
Makes me smile.
just texting with Brad the other day about
That's right.
remembering our pictures from the last time we were allowed out of the house.
Literally, that was the last time that we were out and
Yeah,
about.
our last event.
Yes. Thank goodness I had the pretty dress. I like
This
the dress
is
up.
the Elsa dress, yeah.
That is true. So, that was a good way for a last time out.
Exactly,
With
exactly.
my husband style.
Elise says, yeah, grilling for sure and double dates soon. Amelia wants to know what you do on the ball. Do you do core exercises?
Oh, absolutely. The ball is one of I would say the most fun piece of, it's not an equipment, right? It's in addition to your workout. This one is a little bit too big for me. That's why it's, on tippy toes. Mine is right there.
Yeah, we got
It's
the
red one. But we were cooking last night. Well, our coach was cooking. He's an awesome chef, by the way. So I had to exercise more. That way I don't have to I don't gain some weight.
eating all the food.
It's awesome. And I eat a lot, he can tell you. I don't go, I don't cut corners with food. Never diet.
So what do you do on the ball to
sorry.
run the food?
So that's right. So the ball is so much fun. The ball can be used. People usually think that you work on the ball just for rehab, when you rehabilitation from injuries, because it gives a great support. But I do it for both. It can enhance the movement, whatever I do, like I do my Pilates mat, and I use the ball as support as well as enhancing the movement. Obviously, because you need the balance, so I'm doing this, right? I'm working with my core. Like I said, this one's a little bit too big for me. Usually when you buy a ball or a Swiss ball or you exercise on it, make sure that when you're sitting on it, you have the 90-degree angle here. So here, you see, my hips are way too high in relation to my knees. So
On the Shaun ball. The Coach Shaun ball.
Coach Shaun ball. And so mine is the red one, but like I said, yesterday we were cooking and got a little bit too close to the oven and something happened with the ball.
I think we cooked it.
I think we cooked it.
Yeah.
But the ball is an awesome thing. You know what? We should do a workout on the ball.
You want to do 2 minutes of roll forward and backward, jump on your mat, and show what we would do?
Yes, we can do. Like I said, this is a little bit too big for me.
Can you use? Is it better to use your deflated ball, even though it's too big?
My deflated might not give me the range. So at this point, I prefer to.
Do you want to hold the camera and I'll do it, and you tell me what to do?
It's up to you, coach.
I'm just asking how best way to do it. If you don't want to do it on the ball that's too big.
I can do it.
Okay.
I can do it. I might not.
What you got?
No, it's like working with the right amount of weights.
Right.
I can do it now. A person that is new to the ball, I would highly recommend to buy the right ball. Exercise with the right Swiss ball.
Yeah.
Because that differs. You can pull a muscle if you are working with a ball that is too big. Or you don't have enough balance if it's a ball that is too small.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do a couple of things and then maybe let's do that. I'll do a couple of things, then coach will do it and you will see the difference. What about that?
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
So
okay with that.
What would you like me to do?
Get a little 2 minute routine of warm up and I don't know, something core related. Nothing exotic.
Exactly.
Nothing as exotic as you.
Thank you. All right. So we will do this. I have to undo this, okay?
Okay.
To be able to go back. I'm in a good range. There.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So first of all, that's what I recommend. Buy the Swiss ball. Make sure that you use this as your office chair. That's what coach is doing.
Well, my new office chair, yep.
That's right. He will let you know how cool that is in his experience. It's all about experience, right? We will not suggest anything that we have not experienced it on ourselves, and it works. So here we go. Lengthening your spine right there, shoulders back and down. Inhale and exhale. First of all, we're going to activate that core, and we're going to, it's like a warm-up for you, bringing that connection with your core, with your powerhouse. Shoulders back and down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, and we're going to go forward as I go on the ball, right? Navel to the spine.
Navel to the spine.
And then come back as I exhale. So that would be, let me go a little bit farther back. That would be the warm-up exercise. Inhale right here. Exhale. Connect with that core. Breathe in and out. Come back. So you're measuring the ball. You're seeing how much balance you can have on the ball, right? Inhale and exhale. And then you can go a little bit farther. Here we go. So just by doing this, you are activating that core. You are massaging your lower back. Right here, be careful with the neck. Always chin to the chest, unless you go all the way forward. When you leave the ball with your lower back, make sure you lift your hips. Glutes are engaged, and then you can go back even. This is a good and great massage. So as you can tell, this I get a full range of motion because I am short. I am 5'1". Which is
5'1". I don't believe that for a second. Not for a second. She's like 4'2".
Oh, excuse me. Well,
so I actually have a question.
Yes.
Because my uncle Doug logged in.
Awesome.
And he is extraordinarily young. And my curiosity is, for the extraordinarily young, someone maybe my uncle's age, a Swiss ball like this, is this a good, safe stretching exercise, and to be able to just roll your own core without having to do sit-ups and that kind of thing, right?
Highly recommended. Now, we have to make sure that the first time that you do it, and I know Uncle Dial, it would be great for him because you already have your Pilates training background.
Oh, Dale could do it too. I'm thinking of somebody, a different uncle of mine personally. Dale would be easy to talk to about it. I think he'd be an easy sell on, hey, this Swiss ball would be a good thing. I'm just thinking of, without a background, of saying, okay, maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but if I've got something like this, can I stretch and help myself?
I highly recommend to do it with somebody that knows about it, that can give you, first you need to practice your breathing technique. Don't go on the ball because this is the stability. So for that, what gives you stability is that core strength and that breathing technique. So I always suggest, even when coaches that are not familiar with the Pilates technique, is always start with the breathing. Connect your breath with your core. You're gonna be, your body is working as a unit. Then you can go on the ball. It's safe. There are ways that you can actually, place heavy weights on the side to keep the ball steady, and then you just roll back and forth to help you if you don't have that core strength yet to be able to have that balance. But it's one of the most gentle exercise. But you see how it gets you to that full range of motion on your back, either on the front or on the back.
Well, for me personally, it was doing it with Peyton yesterday.
Exactly.
She wanted me to do a full bridge into wheel kind of over my back. At some point, I'll get around to it.
All right. So he was doing what I just.
Bye,
did.
Amelia.
He was doing that, and that was awesome. And you were safe, but all the time, engage that core. I cannot say it enough.
Yeah.
My clients will tell you, keep breathing and engage that core. So that's one thing that you can do, as a back bend stretch, as well as you can do all kind of stuff really. If you go, arms extended, go back to the point that your lower back is on the ball, right? And then you can go full abdominal work right here. All the time, keeping those shoulders away from the ear. So doing this is not gonna help. I'm not working my abs, I'm working my shoulders, my neck. Always thinking shoulders back and down, lengthening those arms, opening that chest, and now I'm going. Now I'm working all core right there, okay? Also, legs always engaged to keep me in place. Legs parallel, hip width apart, right? And then you keep going. There's so much you can do. You can go sideways, yeah? One more else, you can go reaching all the way back and reaching all the way down and all the way back up and down.
And 4. And 4.
And 3.
And 4.
And 2.
And 4. And 4.
Coach teases me because my counting is like I go as long as the client will let me. That is my trick. Yes, it is my trick. Yeah.
3 more. 5,
And then
4, 3,
3 more.
2. Last one. 3, 2.
You know, that's checking. That's checking what how much. One of my things is always challenge yourself. And 8 counts and that's it. Well, what about those days that I can do 12 repetitions instead of 8? Always work with what your body has to offer that day. There are some days that 4 reps might be that's it what you need or what your body is able to accomplish, and that is okay. But then there are other days that we're full of energy and I can go full force and 12 repetitions like nothing. So learning to listen to your body is one of the main things also that that's my goal when I coach, is to be able to give my clients, my students, the possibility, the tools, so they can learn how to listen to their body. And that you take that with you, and you can apply it to everything in life. Just, priceless.
I like it.
All right. So.
You want me to talk about next week's
Yes.
topic and recap everything and
the fun, yeah.
Sure,
So
I'll trade with you.
If you guys would like some workouts on the ball, let me know. We can post things. So just let us know what you guys feel like.
yeah, we can make that work.
Yes, awesome. All right, love you.
Now it's my turn.
Your turn, sir.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And there he goes.
I like the ball.
You like the ball, yes.
It's a good stretch.
It is a good stretch, indeed.
I can stretch and kind of be lazy at the same time.
We have Barry Zimmerman join us.
Okay. Yeah, one of my mother's, I say dog friends. That sounds wrong. One of my parents' friends from the dog world.
Oh.
So he's also an expert in border collie culture.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There's
So
much.
we wanted to talk about the weekly topics. And what I wanted to do was recap. Oh shit! I could have printed the pictures of Earth Day from Wednesday. And Amelia had the great idea. We were going to go around on our bicycles, and there's a picture of me on my bicycle with my trash can or trash bag and my gloves. We're going to go clean up the earth for Earth Day. One of the things that ankle biters families can do, kind of doing our part. So we got some pictures, and hopefully we'll get some more coming in of people going out on their bikes and the kids out in there, just in your neighborhood. Just a little bit, whatever you can do to clean up the earth. Did you ask me earlier what time it is?
Yes.
And there's a clock,
I know.
giant clock,
Yes.
right there.
Yes.
And even I looked past the giant clock
That's right.
to the computer.
I just love when Coach tells me what time it is.
What time
Yes.
is it?
Yeah, exactly. I can have my iWatch right here, and I'll still ask you.
You even have you're wearing your Apple Watch. Ask me about what time it is.
It's just a topic of conversation.
Jeez.
Now you know my secret.
I do.
Yes, you do.
So yeah, Earth Day was good. We got good response. I think it was Amelia's family. I think they live. I know they live in Swanee, one of the neighborhoods there, and got their neighbors involved. And 4 girls went out on their bikes on their walking trail there and picked up 7 trash bags.
That was awesome.
Trash.
How great.
Took care of that, which is pretty awesome. So we'll share some pictures with that in the email. We'll do a recap email today talking about this week's Focus Earth Day, which will also bring up one of our instructors that works with us, named Robbie Deckert, is our master gardener, and she's involved specifically on Earth Day. We did a coaches spotlight on her. She's a USPTA certified instructor for tennis, and she will tell you all about it. If you ever want to talk to her, set aside some time. because you'll need to budget some time if you want to talk to Robbie. And she's also a master gardener, so she owns and runs personally a small landscaping business. So she does the flowerscapes and more, something along those lines. Flowerscapes designs, I think is what it is. And she's put out an article introducing herself, which you can find on anklebiters.info. We're going to get her website updated. By we, I mean her. She's going to get her website updated. Didn't mean to include myself in that because I can't help with websites. That's not my thing. But I could maybe we could call one of our friends of Ankle-Biters is Briggs Harrell. He's a personal stylist and does marketing, graphic design.
Awesome.
And he's really good at what he does. He's helped us out quite a bit. So maybe we can connect Briggs with Robbie, and he might be able to help her out.
Awesome. Alan is with us. Alan Barrett
All right.
is watching as well.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it. So we got Earth Day covered.
That's right.
And then we got to figure out let's see, if we recap all of our weeks. Week 1 was adjusting to the new normal, so to speak.
That's right.
Which means we're kids and we're used to going to school, and we're going to take 7 hours in school, and so really only an hour's worth of work, but it's got to take 7 hours because I'm not going to go into my school rant. But we're going to go do our 1 hour of work in school for 7 days, or 7 hours. So now we're no longer going to school. So we're going to do our work from home, and that only takes me an hour or so. And what do I do with the rest of the day? And parents are sometimes stuck at home, if not all of us stuck at home. Others are out going to work. Thank you to those in the hospitals and everybody out there that still goes to work and still keeps things going with everything going on. We appreciate that. For those of us stuck at home, my job is very tactile. Children are climbing on our instructors, and it's very personal. And we get in their faces, and we play tennis and chess and martial arts and extracurriculars and all the extracurriculars. And we get to do those things with the kids. We do it in the same room. We do it on the same tennis court, or in the same classroom playing chess with them, or whatever it is. So we're at home now. So we're doing our online sessions. Coach Geovy does her online fitness. I know Patrick, one of our 3rd graders, is enjoying his online fitness classes with her.
He is awesome, by the way. I cannot say it enough. He is unbelievably talented.
A good time with that. And they do it on a Zoom call. So it's just Patrick calls in. He's got his yoga mat there. Coach Geovy says, all right, here's what we're doing. And they do their exercises. I don't think he doesn't have a ball, does he?
No, exactly. I have not introduced the ball yet to him. Okay. But he's ready. He will be awesome on it. Ball next. Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Well, maybe we can get some fitness for Sebastian and Juliana.
Exactly. That's right.
Another sponsorship opportunity. Our Coach Shaun Swiss ball provided by the Panucci family.
Awesome.
If anybody wants to buy me stuff, I'm happy to. How did I get sidetracked with that? Week 1 was adjusting to the new normal.
That's right.
Which is getting used to being at home. And what we've done is we've adjusted our business. And we've basically, since we can't be one-on-one or in a group in person, we're doing what we can online. So we're not doing any tennis. I mean, it just doesn't. I just don't think we can do tennis online. There are ways to do it. USTA is doing a lot of stuff. USPTA is doing a lot of stuff. But that's just not going to be our strength. So we're doing online mentoring, and we're helping families. I know so many of the families are just so happy for the 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour we spend on a call with a kid, just playing Legos with them or walking through they can screen share with us and have questions. And one of the things Sebastian was asking me, he was going through the questions in his digital learning, and I was walking him through how to answer the questions. And so we can do help with that. It's just the hour of a parent knowing their child is engaged, not just with their digital learning, but also with one of our instructors to be able to help with that. Parents love that little bit of breathing room, just to know their child isn't off sniffing glue in the corner, or whatever, eating Tide Pods or whatever kids do these days.
It's amazing to, the kids, as much as we as an adults need our group support to that community, the sense of that we're working or we're going through this together. The kids also need that. Mentors and somebody that will, besides their parents. So we know that for a fact that is so helpful, and that's what we are trying to accomplish. That's our goal, our mission. Yes, our mission. Exactly. And trust us that we have the best interest from our hearts to work with kids as well, and it's a gift. It's a gift and it's a blessing to be able to have that connection with youngsters, and we are blessed to be able to do that.
Yes, we are.
Amen.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
So week 1 was adjusting to the new normal. If we can help, please let us know. Week 2 was what are we going to do specifically with some of the new free time. If we're used to spending 7 hours a day in school and now it only takes us 30 minutes to do our homework, what are we going to do? How are we going to entertain ourselves? Are we playing with Legos? Are we reading books? Are we outside on our bikes? What can you do? Do you have a sibling at home? Peyton, I know, is at home and doesn't have, she's an only child. And so she doesn't have that same interaction where Amelia has her sister, or my niece, even Kara, has siblings with her mother's, on her mother's side of the family, but with my brother, there are no siblings there. And my brother works from home, but he's working for the CDC, helping us figure out all this pandemic stuff, and he's working hard on that. But she's got to find ways to entertain herself. And so what are we doing? And one of the things I was pushing was to learn a new skill. And by that, I don't mean get really good at ping pong like I did, because ping pong isn't a very useful skill. It's good for you, don't get me wrong. Don't send me letters on how great ping pong is. I get it. But it's not a thing, it's not a thing that's going to pay for your college. You're not going to get a college scholarship in ping pong, I wouldn't think. It's not a thing that's going to take you throughout your life, and your job is going to go, oh, you know what, we should hire this guy. He's really great at ping pong. It's just not going to be a thing. So, have you picked up the guitar recently? What are the things you grab your little, what do they have? The little wiffle ball golf balls and chip golf balls in the backyard. But I got good at grabbing one of my old golf clubs, and I would take the weeds out in my yard. I'd go out and just take out the weeds.
How cool.
So is golf a useful skill? Sure. From a business point of view, yeah, we all get golf and tennis as being those things. But in my case, I was doing some gardening.
That's right.
I'm sure Robbie will appreciate that. Robbie is like, oh yeah, you should definitely go out. And another sponsorship opportunity.
That's right.
Coach Shaun's gardening. And new golf clubs are in order for sure. Mine are about 20 years old. I think that's well beyond the age of how old golf clubs should be. But yes, Coach Shaun's new golf clubs provided by the Etheridge family.
There you go.
So yeah, week 2 is about learning a new skill. Are you learning something useful? Sebastian Campanucci's learning, he's learning coding. He's putting things together. He's got that engineer mind. He's working on things.
I love it.
He's not just playing on his iPad all day. And his sister Juliana went down the YouTube rabbit hole the other day. She was describing it. Going down the hole. I'm like, what'd you learn about? Well, all the Avengers movies and the timelines. I'm like, great, but is that really useful? Sure. Some of it's fun. I get it. I can talk about superhero myths and metaphors, and I can talk about that all day. But are you learning something useful? What are you doing? What good skill are you working on? Painting or writing? Are you a researcher? You like to read and take in information and compile it. Learn something useful. Just do your bump ups with your tennis racket and get used to some of those racket skills and go driveway tennis.
There you go.
One of the things. Tennis isn't much bigger than ping pong. It's literally bigger. But
just in the scale.
From a useful point of view, sure, I've created a business out of it. But how many people have created a business out of ping pong? So yeah, there's a scale up to tennis that says, okay, I can create business out of that. Right? And that may be a useful skill. I like that idea. But what are you doing? Look around the room. Is chess a useful skill? Our friends at Chess
makes us think.
And our kid chess friends
strategized. Yes.
Chess makes you smarter.
Yes.
Right? Are you learning strategy? Are you learning to use pieces in combination? how many analogies can I come up when I use chess in everyday life with things? So, useful skills, write a book. What was the thing we talked about last night, Geovy, was the 3 things that Jose Marti
that's right.
said a man should do. 3 things a man should do before he dies is have a son. We've changed to have a child, but his quote, have a son, plant a tree, and write a book.
Yep.
And that's for longevity, for things that will live on after you.
That's right.
Right?
To leave your legacy.
To leave a legacy and to achieve some level of immortality. So write a book. Here, hang on. All right.
So Coach has done it. Look at that.
Coach Shaun's book.
And I think
Personally signed for anybody who wants one.
I'm still looking for mine.
I'll get the. It's out there.
Okay.
It's ready, but I had to double check if they were all signed already with the generic "I signed my book" kind of thing. I gotta personalize it.
That's right.
I'll definitely personalize it. But yeah, write a book, which I've done. Plant a tree.
Here he goes.
Meet His Highness.
Your Majesty.
Welcome, Your Majesty.
That's right.
I closed one of his bits in the door.
Uh-oh.
So I'm nursing him back to health. But he's gonna
Doing
be fine.
great. Yes.
He's gonna be fine. And about my grandmother's tree, we need to get baby Groot.
Yes,
Baby
we
Groot
need to.
But plant a tree, write a book. Now I need to have a son. So another sponsorship opportunity. No, that's probably not a sponsorship opportunity. If anybody else wants to help me afford to have a son, there's your sponsorship. Sure, this little mini Coach Shaun.
Aww.
Right? Brought to you by the Boyce family. Actually, technically, it would be the Boyce family. But
That's right. That would be the most family.
brought to you by the Boyce family.
Oh.
So, what to do with your free time is get that skill I got off on Jose Martin. So that was fun to learn last night. Was remembering kind of where that quote came from. And week 3 was obviously we covered was Earth Day. So taking care of your environment. Anybody has questions, landscaping, how to take care of your house plants. Anybody wants to you need somebody to talk to for 4 or 5, 10 hours. Robbie's good at that because she'll talk.
She's
to you
awesome. She's such a wealth of information,
as many hours as you have.
she has been replying as
Oh,
interacting with
She's
us.
there. Nice.
Yes. She's as well as she says, I am a classically trained artist and an art. With an art degree, I can help with art as well.
Oh.
Yes, useful skill. Write haikus about nature in your yard or
Write articles maybe.
I guess so.
Yeah.
About nature in your yard.
Always autocorrect when you need it.
That's right. Brian is watching.
Who?
Brian.
Ryan.
Brian.
Brian. How many Brians?
Coley. Coyle.
Brian Coyle.
Yes.
Hey, Brian Coyle. We know him. I met him at Oxford Mill, which is now where the Campanucci's live.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Brian's a teaching pro as well.
Oh, cool. Hello, Brian.
I'm curious, Brian, if he's doing any online tennis stuff or what he's doing, because I know a lot of the tennis pros that's their main source of revenue are kind of pretty much put out of business. Where we've adjusted to our online mentoring and fitness and different things that we can offer. I can only guess that guys like Brian that can't go out and play tennis with their junior academies and teach the ladies.
That's right. Let us know how you're doing,
work with
Mr.
lessons.
Brian.
Yeah, let us know how you're doing. Let us know what you're doing.
And wishing you the best, obviously.
Yeah.
Let's support each other and in our endeavors. And thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it.
Yeah, if we can help as well. Or
Absolutely.
Let us know what's going on. We can do this.
Exactly.
So yeah, week 3 was.
Hello, Miss Linda. Well, Coach is thinking about week 3.
Linda. Which Linda?
Linda Carolina Perez.
Oh, might be a Campanucci fan.
Yes,
we
yes.
were talking about the Campanucci.
That's right,
Right.
Miss Linda. We're just talking about you guys.
My new golf club, Coach Shaun's Golf Clubs, brought to you by the Campanucci family.
family.
Sponsorship opportunity.
Oh, God bless her.
Connected back to gardening with my pitching wedge, a very old pitching wedge that I got from my grandfather. You can take out, make sure you hit the ground first. Wait, ball first, ground. Right. Hit the weed first.
Oh.
Follow through. I don't know anything about golf. I try to hit it and it goes.
Well, Robbie said, I had to say this. She said something that was very funny. That goes with what you're talking about. It says, I have plenty of weeds to sharpen your golf game.
Right, yes. If anybody needs,
That was so funny.
fun thing to do is go out and weed your yard with a sand wedge.
That's right. And Robbie also says, let's do a Mother's Day project with planting a seedling or flower.
Oh, Mother's Day week. Write it down.
Planting
I like
a
it.
seedling.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, yes, approaching.
Mother's Day should be something to do with flowers because we like to give our mother flowers. That's the generic first thing we think of. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so
that's right.
Hopefully Robbie can help us out with some flower projects.
You're in charge, Robbie.
Yes. Okay, go.
That's right.
Okay, go.
You're in charge of Mother's Day project.
All proceeds go to help small businesses like landscape, flowerscapes, designs, and Coach Robbie.
Woohoo! Thank you, Linda, for watching.
Don't know how we monetize those things, but we're happy to help either way. And yeah, I like the idea. So that'll be Mother's Day week. When is that? Mid-May?
Second Sunday? No, May. June
May.
is Father's Day, yes.
June's Father's Day. Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, we got our week planned. I like that. So something flowers related for Mother's Day. Planting, house, something.
That's right. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
We'll put Robbie in charge of that. I think that's a
Yeah,
great
because
idea.
flowers just go so long, right? Just a week. They last a week, 10 days max. And
And on the flower, I don't know. We have to talk to Robbie about that.
well, good point. But if we planting, if we planting something for our mothers, or if we get a plant for Mother's Day, I think that goes a longer time.
Yeah.
Coach, as you can tell, is enjoying the ball. It makes me so happy that you're enjoying it because it's so good for you.
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
Bring your legs a little bit closer. Step back.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's always telling me what to do.
In a very loving
I don't know
way.
if you guys experienced that with some woman telling you what to do. I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced that.
I don't think so. I think it's just a brand new.
Is it just me? I'm the only one?
Yeah,
A
you're
woman
the
telling
only
me
one.
what to do?
It's you.
Oh, it's just me. Okay.
And you are so good.
I've avoided that for so long. Nobody's going to tell me what to do.
No, I just give suggestions.
Just soy colchón. Yo soy el colchón.
El Colchon.
Well, we'd have to ask the Campanucci's if I said yo soy guapo.
Oh.
They would know what that means.
Now Coach knows what is the meaning
know,
of guapo.
From one of my family favorite movies, Three Amigos, the bad guy was named El Guapo.
Can you guys believe that they have been watching that movie for so long and they didn't know the translation of El Guapo? So I tell Shaun, "Oh, you are so guapo." Like, what? Okay, he was not sure if that was a good or bad thing.
I don't know.
I
He's
don't know.
the bad guy. He's the bad guy.
Well,
He's supposed to be dangerous. He's supposed to be, the terrible, angry, kill everyone, kill you.
oh, that's right. Oh, Robbie's so wonderful. Says, you, Jill, are the first woman he probably is listening to other than his mom. She knows.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Oh, thank you, Robbie. Love you too.
All right, so finishing up my talk would be weekly. Next week, hopefully we'll do something health related. So what are we doing with your families at home? This week we are promoting Family Picnic Weekend.
Woohoo!
My bouncy office chair.
Yes.
That we didn't cook.
That's right. The other one's cooked.
Family Picnic Weekend. I know the Campanucci's, or Juliana was claiming that Jerry, my tennis partner, is going to go out this weekend and cook some burgers. I think Amelia said her dad was going to do some ribs.
Ooh,
I think
yummy.
that was Amelia. And so families, go out, spend some time outside. We should have some nice weather this weekend.
That's right, no rain.
Family picnic, and take some pictures. Send it to us. Take pictures of your Earth Day trash pickup if you did any of that. I know the Campanucci's were saying they wanted to and trying to make time for that. But this week we're going to focus on what have you done, what has changed in your household from a health point of view. Did you go out and stock up on Cheetos? Or are you finding yourself cooking more fresh vegetables and eating healthier at home because you're not just running to McDonald's or not just going to the
Drive-through
the restaurants, the
restaurant.
drive-throughs. Yeah, exactly. And so, what are you doing health-wise? I know last night I cooked a leg of lamb roast.
Ooh, it was delicious, by the way.
I did a roast last night.
With asparagus.
And some fresh asparagus. So,
Yummy,
we're pretty healthy. Giovanna, more so than me. She makes me take my pills and
The ginger shots and turmeric.
Yeah. I've had a lot of shots this year,
Healthy
especially
shots.
since I quit drinking. Because when I was drinking, I wouldn't do shots.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would you do shots when you're already drinking? It doesn't make any sense to me. But now I'm doing all my shots. So, we're doing the healthy thing. So we're curious what families are doing. So that'll probably be our theme for next week.
Yes, and we can put, some of the things that we do to keep ourselves healthy.
Yeah, some examples.
Some examples, that's right, that people might consider to incorporate in their
At
lifestyle.
least one bowl of ice cream a night.
That is a must, at least one.
Okay, I think we're kidding.
They don't know that is true.
We are 4 for 4
Yes,
Monday through Thursday on bowls of ice cream at night.
that's right.
And I'm down 5 pounds this week.
Woohoo!
Figure that
Look
out.
at that. That's, Coach Jill style.
Figure that out.
You get in shape,
Yeah, it's just sweet.
With- Yes, you are.
So yeah, we'll do some healthy stuff. Maybe Robbie could come up with how plants can freshen the air.
Yes, as a matter of fact,
or
yes.
Healthy plants to have. Something about, is it lilies that are freshen, filter air?
Yes,
in a
lilies is
home?
one. I think lavender is good for, relax, release
Okay,
tension.
so
and
maybe Robbie
yes.
can come up with an article
Ooh,
that we can
nice.
post.
Yes.
Definitely some advice to say, hey, here's how healthy people can utilize plants, flowers in their home, not only for, what's it called?
Feng shui.
Very good. Feng shui. Feng shui.
Thank you.
You are a wiener. So not only for feng shui, but also just for health, for clearing the air, filtering the air. Maybe Robbie can help us with that.
That would be awesome. Please, Robbie, that would be great. Especially, it's allergy season and everything. We all can use that.
From what I can tell, I think Robbie can help shop for plants and trees and things like that. So if you need a personal shopper, if you're not allowed out of the house, if you don't have time for it, I'm pretty sure Coach Robbie can do that at a probably a very small to very large markup. So she makes a little bit of money and can feed her family as well.
That's right.
Or she'll do it for free. I don't know. I would not want to offer somebody else's services for free. But we can definitely put Robbie on indoor plant or health-related plants. Maybe you got plants outside that shoo the bugs away.
That's right. She's saying that 2,500 square feet of lawn provides enough oxygen for a family of 4. What about that? That's
Okay.
a fun fact right there.
So how do I get 2,500 square feet of lawn in my bedroom?
Exactly. Well, obviously that is on the outside. Now, we can. A question for Robbie is: what about an apartment?
Oh, that's true.
We don't have a lawn. We don't have. We have some plants out there, but it's not that much.
What will we do inside? How much does my rubber tree plant? How much does His Majesty help?
That's
Is
right.
he healthy? Is he just bringing in bugs? Is he in a good spot there with indirect light? He's a little droopy.
That's right. We're trying to keep him alive. He's doing great. He's doing great.
He got a busted
he's recovering.
And then whatever these guys are, philodendron.
Yes, they're cute.
Is that right? So whatever those guys are.
It is pretty healthy.
Yeah, so he's happy. But yeah, so that'd be a good addition to our health at home, healthy homes and gardens.
That's Robbie says absolutely. Many nurseries only let pros in now, but she says I shop for people all the time and I install too. Yes, Robbie, thank you so much. First customers right here. You know what we would like.
That's right.
I'm looking for a bamboo for inside and something for out that we can keep it outside. We can bring inside, but then hopefully in a year or so we can plant it outside when we get our yard. Yes.
Oh yeah, Robbie's customers as well. And then when we get back on a tennis court.
That's right.
When Geovy says, "Hey, Shaun, you want to teach me how to play tennis?" Like,
I have already told you to say yes.
I have a coach just for you.
Yes.
You and Robbie.
I have the best coach ever. Already.
Might have just got myself in trouble there. All right, so what more else?
One more else. So that is for next week. We have this. We have already kind of accomplished that. Make a decision what we're gonna do for next week topics.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's enjoyed that very much.
What?
It's a good way to relax.
What?
Let me see. I went sideways here.
It's fine.
There you go. Use your core. Use your core. So one more else. Like I said, please keep engaging with us in communication. What are the things that you would like to be, to talk about? What are the things that we can support you with? Yes, perfect. You see, he's a good learner. Robbie says Bamboo or Lucky Bamboo, Home Depot or Lowe's should have it. Ooh, nice. Go shopping. Outside, no bamboo. I'm getting you a Rising Sun red bud tree. Thank you, Robbie. Oh, you're the best. You pay and add ice cream to the bill. Yes, we can do that. Got it. Let me know what flavor. Okay. That is awesome. You're the best, Robbie. Love you.
So we are off.
We are off. Thank you so much for everyone for watching. Please keep in touch. We are in this together, and let's be grateful for our health, for the health of our families, and keep praying for the ones that they're struggling more so in those times. But thank you, Coach. You're amazing. Thank you so much for everything.
Adios.
Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.